Am I the asshole for telling my friend to get her nose out of my physical health? I, 18M. Have a few medical conditions I don't want to talk about. What you need to know is they affect my ability to do certain exercises, no jumping for example. One of my friends considers herself a fitness TikTok influencer. She posts all kinds of videos of herself and our other friends doing exercises together, eating healthy foods and the like. Recently she's asked me to participate or help her out as a friend has backed out of posts due to personal reasons and she's begging me to help and do the videos so she can have a guy in them. I explained to her that if I am in them we'd have to remove certain foods from her meals due to allergies and intolerances and sensitivities. I also gave her the lists of exercises I can't physically do, and it's a lot. Her response was to tell me I wasn't pushing myself enough, that I am not physically disabled. I can walk, talk, work, and so I should be able to do a jumping jack or a push-up without issue, and that if I can't I am being lazy by not trying. I tried again to explain I can replace jumping jacks with exercises involving weights, push-ups simply need to be modified, and the like, and that if she can't accept it then I couldn't get involved. She's told all our friends, has started sending me articles, upon articles, even videos from different influencers and even had her cousin who's a doctor message me saying she can give me a physical if I need. I don't need it, my family doctor has done plenty. I saw her today and blew up at her. I yelled at her that this was harassment, and to keep her nose out of my physical health, that she should have accepted no as a no, and that I will never be doing her videos, especially after this harassment, and that if I saw one video of hers complaining about me or talking about my types of disabilities or conditions, I'd post my own video showing all the texts, harassment and blatant disregard for my disabilities. I stomped off after that and a few friends messaged me saying she started crying after I left, that she was just trying to help me get stronger, and push myself, and that I should apologize. So Reddit, am I the asshole for yelling at her and telling her to keep her nose out of my physical health? Edit. No one specifically asked, but I want to make it more clear, she is aware of the fact that my family has several genetic conditions, that physical and mental disabilities are all over my family. I'd give someone $100 to find someone in my family tree without some issue. I've never told her the entire story around all my issues, but she is aware that I do have some genetic conditions, just not how painful or embarrassing they can be. Edit. Hey, so I posted this last night. This morning woke up to texts from a few friends who aren't on her side. They are warning me not to eat anything made by people who were in our friend group. Apparently influencer friend wants to prove I am a faker and a liar by feeding me my allergens, because I am allergic to oranges, pineapples and grapefruit, not lemons or limes. She claims these allergies are impossible, and has asked a baker to make cupcakes with various citrus in it, so one of the people on her side can tell me they're lemon so I'll eat them. This is what I've been told by a friend of mine, who was on her side originally but thinks this is an overstep and too risky. I don't know if this is true, but they are actually planning this, but I am going off what she sent me and won't be eating any food any of my friends give me until I figure out who's trustworthy and who's not. Not the asshole. She is in absolutely no position to be giving you medical advice, and she has no business sharing your abilities, medical limitations with others. She was way out of line. While I generally think yelling is unhelpful and would have opted for a different approach, as someone with my own chronic medical conditions I can't help but hurt for you. I hope you realize this friendship is over, though most people aren't going to recover from such a harsh reaction. Not the asshole, she has to learn to respect boundaries. Not the asshole, but people who refuse to understand hidden disabilities 100% are. There are days I can do anything, and there are days I can't even stand up in the shower. She's a jerk who is severely lacking empathy. Not the asshole. She needs to be held accountable for her actions. She was totally out of place. Not the asshole, she is not your friend. She is going to get someone injured or sick, if she keeps this up. Would I be the asshole for charging the other bridesmaids for food, drinks while they get ready at my house? Okay, going to try to make this short, but I don't think that's possible. So I am in a friend's wedding next month. Recently we had her bachelorette party in another city. 9 out of 11 bridesmaids went, plus the bride. I only knew the bride, high school friend. All the other girls knew each other from college, work friends. I don't live by any of them. We all drove far to Bach. A few girls, bride included, flew to a different city airport and drove to our destination, since it was cheaper for them. It was too difficult for me to try to coordinate time, so I just flew into the city of the Bach and Ubered to and from airport. Cost was similar for me. We used splitwise to tally all expenses. Everything was split equally. First, I shit you not, these girls spent over $700 on groceries, alcohol for Thursday Sunday. All while ordering $130 worth of food for Thursday night that I arrived late to and had to eat cold leftovers. Then we all ate out for 2 meals Friday and 1 meal Saturday. What the hell they spent that money on, I don't know. A few bottles of wine that I didn't drink from because they finished it Thursday night? They also split decorations cost, about $250. In my experience that's usually the job of the mo. She did nothing extra by the way, but she got to share the biggest room with a private bathroom with the bride. But whatever, I wasn't going to make a fuss. What pissed me off was when they included me in the split for the rental car they used, claiming it as a house expense, since it was used to get groceries and alcohol. If this car was available, why was I stuck spending $100 on Ubers from airport? We also did not use it to go downtown, we Ubered from Airbnb. Anyways, I'm pissed, and I'm hosting all these girls' day of wedding at my house. I spent probably $1,200 on this bach, was really only anticipating $800 since I don't eat much on vacation. I am obviously getting food and drinks for day of wedding and decorations for my house. Would it be bad if I asked the other girls to split the cost? I feel embarrassed even thinking about it. When you host, you provide, that's how I do it. I can afford the food and stuff, but since these girls want to split everything so equally, I'm tempted to split that with them. Would I be the asshole if I sent them requests for cost of food, drinks, decorations for things I buy for day of wedding? Edit, update. I got a decent mix of responses between not the asshole, you are the asshole, and ESH. I feel like half of the not the asshole people are just as petty as I am, and I love you all for it, tears of joy. With that being said, some of the you are the asshole emphasized that because I changed my intentions purely because I was pissed. That's what put me into asshole territory. So I am more than likely going to go with my original plan and just host everyone and not ask for a dime. At the end of the day, the couple $100 I'll be out won't break the bank for me, and I do want it to be a special day for the bride and not cause unnecessary stress. However, if anyone offers to Venmo me to help cover cost, I won't say no. Before this situation I would have been like absolutely not. Knowing these girls though, I'm not holding my breath waiting for anything. Thanks everyone. Why are you embarrassed? They clearly aren't. Not the asshole. The other bridesmaids set the standard and you're just following their lead. Who needs 11 bridesmaids? You are the asshole. You needed to be a grown-up and discuss the issues you had with splitting costs when it happened, not hold a grudge and retaliate later on. YWBTA. If you feel some sort of way about it, rescind your offer to host, and cite the additional costs from the party as the reason you can't host. Offer only if they'd be willing to split the cost up front, or tell them they're free to get a hotel on their own dime. Am I the asshole for scheduling my wedding the same week as my cousin's 30th birthday? I, 30, am engaged and found a venue that my fiancé and I were excited about. We decided that we wanted to get married on a Friday in August due to cost and other factors. The venue had 3 Fridays available in 2024. One of them was a holiday weekend, so we narrowed it down to 2, and my fiancé and I picked the one that made the most sense for us and that we liked the best. After signing our contract, I looked at the calendar and saw that my cousin's 28th, 30th birthday falls the Monday before our wedding, which again, is a Friday. I figured it wasn't the best timing, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal, as we are still 14 months away from August 2024, so whatever she wanted to plan for her birthday, surely she could plan around the wedding date with no issue. About 2 days after signing our contract, we were at a family dinner and I let her know my wedding date. Her initial reply was, "That's a problem," because although she had nothing planned or booked, she was thinking about going out of the country. I said, "Well, I'm letting you know now, so hopefully you can plan around that." Weeks go by and I get a call from my aunt, cousin's mother, who asked did I take my cousin into consideration at all when planning my date. She said that it's her 30th birthday, a milestone, so I should have taken that into consideration when I was choosing my wedding date. She said my cousin is now forced to celebrate her birthday the weekend before, and I took away her option to choose when she wanted to celebrate her birthday. I explained to her how we chose the date, but was candid that the only people I consulted on the date were my fiancé and our moms, as I was not soliciting a bunch of opinions on a date 14 months away. I said that my cousin not only has the whole weekend before, But could even do the Saturday or Sunday after my wedding. It might even be better considering family who usually isn't around will be in town. Further context. Almost our entire family is local and the wedding is local. I decided to call my cousin and explain to her how I arrived at the date. I also was tearful because I was really upset that this is even a thing in the first place. She went on to say that I am selfish, and this is a character trait of mine. She said before giving a deposit, I should have consulted her and checked on her plans for her birthday before deciding on the day. She also had issue that I told her at the family dinner, and that I should have pulled her to the side to talk to her about it. And ultimately, since I am doing what's best for me, she will also do what's best for her, and she will not be attending my wedding. I feel like my wedding is one day, which I picked based on venue availability, and she has the liberty to celebrate her birthday literally any other day. I could see if I picked the actual date of her birthday, but picking the day 4 days after, I'm shocked is a problem. Am I the asshole for not thinking about her or consulting her beforehand? Not the asshole. You should be shocked it's a problem for her because it shouldn't be. You definitely don't need to make it a problem for you though. Your aunt and cousin are absurd. There's no one more selfish here than your cousin. Even the "you should have pulled me aside" comment grated on my last nerve. Not the asshole. Newsflash to cousin and cousin's mom. You can decline a wedding invitation. Not the asshole. So, are you supposed to not make any plans in August just in case she decides she wants to do something for her birthday? As you said, I'd get it if it was on her actual birthday or even the day before, after, but 4 days. And she's calling you selfish? Also find it funny that she said you should have asked for her plans yet she admitted she had no plans yet. Not the asshole. It seems your cousin has already solved the issue but deciding not to go. All the better. Ridiculous to even consider this when your cousin's birthday was not the same day. Enjoy your wedding. Not the asshole. It's your wedding day, not her 30th birthday. She needs to chill and choose to prioritize traveling or whatever she wants to do or go to your wedding. As you said, she has over a year to figure this out. You are not obligated to wedding plan around her birthday. Am I the asshole for not wanting to live with my elderly mom? I am the eldest daughter of 6 siblings. I have an older brother. When our dad passed when I was 15, my mother dumped myself and my 4 younger siblings at our grandmother's, dad's side, house and left with my brother. She cut all contact with us. Since my grandmother is old, I had to give up on school and work multiple jobs to keep us all alive. My younger siblings were all smart and got scholarships, so I only needed to earn money for our daily expenses. For years, we didn't hear anything from our brother or our mom. Fast forward to 10 years later, I managed to get a proper job despite having no degree, and have been promoted to a supervisor. I was making enough money to get us by without struggling. Out of nowhere, my mom reaches out on Facebook and she says she found me through common friends who were relatives. She says she's coming home. It turns out, she left us years ago because she knew she couldn't afford to support all of us and she made the difficult decision to choose to support our older brother because he was the man of the house. Unfortunately, my older brother got married straight out of college and told her he couldn't afford to support mom now that he has his own family. Despite everything, I take her into my house where I live with my 4 other siblings. Our grandmother had passed by then. It got very toxic very quick because she expected that I would hand over the management of the household expenses to her now that she's back. Meaning I give her my salary and let her manage it. I refused and this resulted in her throwing a long-term tantrum of nitpicking everything in the house and telling me every day that I did a terrible job of raising my younger siblings. There was constant fighting between her and us on a daily basis. Worse, she started taking our stuff and selling them, including my sister's laptop which was just loaned to her by a nice professor. It came to the point that I would sleep in the office and my siblings would sleep in dorms or their friend's place just to not to have to come home. After a few years of this, our older brother comes in and saves the day. He is pretty well off now. Our mom had been crying to him for years about how horribly she is treated in our home and he will now be taking her back. Yay. Fast forward to now. My brother experienced being locked down with our mom and their relationship has been strained to say the least. His wife and daughters hate our mom and has put their foot down. They want her out. As for myself, I have also gotten married and have 2 children of my own. My brother wants me to take our mom back as it is my duty as the eldest daughter. I refused. I will not expose my children to her toxicity. I told him I will pitch in so he can get her an apartment. He says it's unacceptable for our elderly mother to be living on her own or with a caregiver. This has been long so. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Your brother got your mom while he was growing up, and the least he can do to repay that is to take care of her. He doesn't get to offload her whenever it is problematic for him. Given how she treated you and the other siblings, none of you owe anything to your mom. There's an adage, as you sow, so you reap, and your mom is reaping the effects of her decisions. Not the asshole. How old is your mother? If you're the eldest daughter and have young children at home, she sure doesn't sound elderly to me. You have no obligation to take her back into your home, and your brother is an asshole for suggesting it's your duty. If he feels it's his duty, he can keep her; if not, he can toss her out. You were more than generous to offer to pay for part of an apartment for her. Stay firm and say no. Check on your younger siblings too so that they don't guilted into letting her into their lives. Not the asshole, 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 not the asshole. Please stop setting yourself on fire to keep this awful woman warm. Whatever you think you owed her for being your mom has been paid tenfold. Let brother support her or house her and don't offer a dime of your hard-earned money. Remember, he was parented completely differently than you were.